Are you... You have come! The new guest of Sandstone Villa. Thank the gods you've arrived. I'm Cordan Passant, a scrivener of the Domus, and I have need of your help to solve a rather delicate situation. Many of us come far from our homeland for the opportunity of success. A new city opens up societal ranks. I've been a scrivener in the Domus for over 10 years. I'm often called upon to compose official correspondence and letters of a diplomatic nature. The Domus Politica handles all of the documentation that's needed to support the Templar diplomacy. The Templars exemplify what's great about our people. Wisdom, ingenuity, bravery, and justice. Noma's society is led by few, who rely on the efforts of many. Here in the walls, we work, so that they are free to lead us more effectively. The gnomes do not acknowledge war as an acceptable circumstance. We cannot condone either side until a peace is reached. The benefits either side may gain from such conflict are short-term when compared to the decades of rebuilding and fortifying that such a war will necessitate. Fair enough. You wish to speak?
Require something?
Yes? Blessings to you.
Require something? Ah, the guest of Sandstone Villa. How can the Domus Politica be of service today? Me? I'm the foremost scrivener we have. If you need a letter or tome duplicated, see me. A page every 3 minutes, guaranteed. Though only half-built, our city already stands as a beacon of enlightenment in this desert. The walls house the infrastructure of Edessa. The bursars, the laboratories, the garrison, the prison, even the Arcadium. If you need anything, you can find it here. The Arcadium is where I often find what I need, be it a work of art or a household item. The garrison is one of the oldest buildings in the walls, and nearly as old as the livrarium. The financial hub of Edessa. Larger merchant transactions take place there, instead of the Arcadium. The laboratories are where most scientific and magical study takes place in Edessa. The prison is relatively new. There was no need for it when we gnomes first settled here. Just as well.
Greetings. look like you have some free time on your hands. Care to earn a bit of coin? Uncatalogued tomes are stored and protected in warded containers. If you save me some time, I'll pay you well. All I need you to do is go to each container and dispel the ward on it. I'll pay you for each one you manage to dispel. Disappointing. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. I'm responsible for going through vast amounts of experiment results and distilling them into concise data. With that, the Basilica Nostra can qualify our findings. It is truly a wondrous place. The work I've been able to accomplish that they've sponsored, truly marvelous. We process all the data from experiments both housed internally and externally. Once compiled, we send it on to the Basilica Nostra. A pleasure.
What? Ah, very good. I may have to recalibrate some parts of my study. I was forced to estimate your proportions. Well, no matter. You have come. I am glad you received the letter I left at the villa. My experiment can begin in earnest. I've been a researcher in Odessa for so many years, I forgot when I began. It coincided with the start of my study, on the rise of magic. This is a city built on principles. It is the gnomish ideal. Our plans, followed diligently by many workers to perfect harmony. The grand proving ground of knowledge. Here, a researcher can make a claim, experiment with it, and follow its results all the way to the Basilica. If you aren't enjoying the sights of the walls, then have you seen the Arcadium or the markets? There might be more of use to you there. Whispers have spread through town about the work done there. The work that involved a certain someone in present company. There are two reasons. First, you're not at the Hospitalis quarters, which means I can legally use you for a subject. Second, you were present at Alistar. Don't deny it. I've learned enough. You must have been exposed to powerful magic. Please do not deny me the end to my research. There are great benefits to your involvement, I promise. So long.
Good tidings.
Another series of results from these damned fools in the Naros lands. Don't they format their data at all? I've given my life to interpreting the results from our experiments and learning how it can be used by the Basilica Nostra. It's my duty, my role. It is by far the most important location in the Feylands. It houses the summation of gnomish knowledge, culture, and progress. We conduct experiments within and without the city, as well as aggregate the information collected therein. Ah, very well.
Greetings. Bloody chests.
What is it?
Greetings.
Speak to Eric Porth if you're looking to improve your dispelling ability.
Welcome to the Bursars. Welcome to the Grand Bursars, the city's financial heart. Though not a gnome, my superiors have authorized me to help you as best I can. We can offer loans, property development opportunities, and oversight on investments made with us. Now, what can I do for you? For a loan, we will lend you a sum that must be repaid in a week's time, or we will be forced to collect by other means. We can help develop any property you might own in Odessa if you wish. Lastly, you can invest money. We will allocate it as we deem wise, and if you're lucky, you will gain earnings. I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid you are only considered a guest at Sandstone Villa. As such, our services are unavailable to you currently. Should you come into ownership of any property, then I would be most pleased to help. But until then, I'm afraid I can't be of help. Have a pleasant day.
Yes?
Welcome to the Bursars.
Yeah, this won't do. This won't do at all. Profits haven't been up since... Oh, yeah, excuse me, you're the courier, yes? Good. You're early. We can begin at once. Why, the delivery to the Motus Mining branch office in the Hollowlands. Now, it seems we've misplaced our copy, so you'll have to reclaim the handbook from my old headquarters in Apotir. I need someone to go to the Motus headquarters in Apotir and recover a handbook, then deliver it to the Motus headquarters in the Hollowlands. Good. Should go to the old Motus mining offices in Apotir. Once you've found the book, bring it to a Pulvire. I am the head clerk of Motus Mining's home office. Was so important, the Bursars even gave me a chest in their vault. Though privately controlled, we're significant enough to be integrated into several municipal services. The Bursars finances our expeditions now. Many have sought shelter from war within our walls. We have offered what we can to these outsiders, who built the city in exchange. The walls are the center of Odessa's labors. Every gnome gladly dedicates his or her life to the furthering of our great civilization. I need a courier to go to the closed Apotir branch of Motus Mining and recover the branch handbook. Then, take it to Motus Mining's new branch office in the Hollowlands. Simple enough, isn't it? Fine.
Blessings to you.
Yes?
I hope the villa is everything I heard it was. It's a great honor to be an official guest of the city. Farewell.
What? What? What?
Good tidings.
What? Don't tarry here.
Salutations.
Hello again. What can I assist you with? Very well. We'll invest a standard capital on your behalf. We can't promise its return, but we will invest it to your discretion. The riskier investments are directed towards the Motus mining interests. They can strike it rich in Detir, but are plagued with other problems. The moderate investments are used to help develop the lively trade with the travelers. Unstable, but growing strong. The safe investments will be used to support the Arcadium. Arthesa Lil and Oliver D'Artan rarely disappoint their investors, but yield lesser profits. Reasonable enough. We'll invest the capital into the travelers' market. It is showing signs of growth, but it's still somewhat unstable. Have a pleasant day.
Yes?
Good tidings.
Yeah?
Hello, aye.
Fancy a chat? Reddelmane is the one that runs the quarters. Sometimes he seems to have a lot of money, but I know he's worked hard to be there.
Hello? The guest of Sandstone Villa, I presume. These gnomes do like to believe that everyone ignores their whispers. What's needed? And I thought only the Fae were capable of taming Detir's wilds. Seems the gnomes are adamant about raising the city here. These are where we labourers may keep after ourselves when not working. Part home, part camp, part poorhouse. I've been a lot of things in my life. Farmer, warrior, scholar. I've done things for pay that I'm not proud of. I suppose this life is my penance. Good day.
Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Got no coin, got no bread. So what are you needing out of me? Used to do a tour or two as an archer with some mercenaries. They turned to banditry and I just turned to ale. Things used to be better here. Now Apatir's looking like the better option, thanks to you. I heard what you did. Thanks. I hear you helped start cleaning it up. I'm sure you have the people's thanks for that. Ain't the Sandstone Villa from what I hear. But I've slept in worse places, I can promise you that. Ain't good at much, but I don't need to be noticed if I ain't looking to be. For a bit of coin, I can teach anyone to be the same. Oh, yeah.
Fancy a chat?
What is it? Have half a coin for Ara. Sirius isn't feeling well enough to work, and I reckon I could eat today. Isn't anything special to me. What Mum and Dad always told me at any rate. But I keep after my sister Sirius as best I can. The gnomes got quite a jewel, this city, and they aren't looking to get our grubby handprints on it. The quarters have two kinds of folk. Those that work the scaffolds, and those that beg. You eat just as well either way. Finally.
Yes. By the gods, it feels good to take a moment to talk. I've been working so long, I know how an Auric feels. Beasts of burden, don't they have them where you're from? Came here with my brothers, Nerrit and Herrit, after our home got burned down on the Twili coast. Gnomes will protect us from the Tuatha. They've got to. Such a beautiful land. I'd like to go back, but it seems like we're stuck here for now. A place of cinders and ghosts. It's where the Tuatha made landfall on the plains of Erethel all those years ago. Nothing left there now. Just me and the twins, Nerrit and Herrit, grew up in the plains of Erethel in Culm until the war came. We lost our home, our parents, but made it here. They are quite a pair, those two. I try to look out for them, but sometimes I just feel like their mother. It's the home for outsiders in the city. Well, save for Sandstone Villa. I hear it's nice in there, not crowded and dirty. They're below, in the belly of the crater. The buildings almost look like they float on the water. Pleasant journey.
Yeah?
I see you. Oh. It's been a while since someone actually came up to talk with Harrod. What's needed? Yes, I'm brother to Nerrit and Gwenfir. Keep my head down, pretty much. Don't need anything gutting me while I sleep. If you've means, the city's a nice enough place to be. Markets and the Arcadium have all the items you might ever need. It's nicer than the Hospitalis quarters, that's for sure. When I buy something there, I try to make it last. Used to be rather nice, actually. Proper quarters for the workers of the city. Now, Reddle's the only thing keeping us from ripping each other to shreds. Right. Hmm?
Haven't seen you around. New to the quarter? Been sick so long I haven't seen anyone new in a while. Just another refugee of this horrible war. Ara and I were the only ones from my village that got out safely. Lost everything in that war. Lost our parents, our farm. All I have left is my sister Ara, and I'm just a burden on her now. I'm just happy that for once in our lives, Ara and I no longer have to keep running. There's a place for us to wait, to rest, to recoup. We had to start a new life for ourselves here, but soon after we arrived, I got sick, and Ara had to support me. Ah, very well.
Yes?
Aye? Yeah? We've no clean mugs and no clean beds. There's no tavern business running today. Half of the poor folks in this place can't wipe their own asses after a day of work. My swill's the only thing that keeps them smiling half the time. It's nice to have a peaceful place in this desert. Got bandits raising hell in Apatir, Jotun in Menethir. Now I hear talk of ghosts in the Hollowlands. The rat's den of Odessa, if ever there were one. Few joys we outsiders can afford, so I keep the swill cheap as I can. Good.
Greetings.
Always happy to see a new face. Been some time since we've had a new arrival. I came to Odessa with my brother Harrit and my sister Gwenfir. We were only children when we had to flee the fires of war, but here we are. Odessa is different from Rathir. Everything about this city is planned, all its details already known. Rathir was built so haphazardly it'd keep surprising you. Most don't want to live here, but we Wiles have been refugees since the Tuatha first attacked. We're just happy to stop running. Wretched curs, all of them. If it weren't for my siblings, I'd be fighting them even now. I know how to make a door open when it doesn't want to, if that's what you're asking. Pretty useful in a city with a few secrets. So long.
Taking some time to walk around the quarters, I take it? Not a lot of sights to take in any respect. Good day.
Yeah?
Aye?
I see you.
You harm a hair on Reddle's head, and I'll carve your face, you hear me?